What up, guys? It's AP, and we're reading Inside Out and Back Again by Tana Lai from the Scholastic. Okay. This might not be a chapter book, but it's such a fun book to read, and it has easy words. Part 1 is Sagan, or whatever it is. 1975, Year of a Cat. Today is Tet, the first day of the lunar calendar. Every Tet, we eat sugary lotus seeds and glutinous rice cakes. We wear all new clothes, even underneath. Mother warns how we act today foretells the whole year. Everyone must smile, no matter how we feel. No one can sweep. For why sweep away hope? No one can splash water. For why splash away joy? Today, we all gain 1 year in age. No matter the date we were born, Tet, our New Year's, doubles as everyone's birthday. Now I am 10. No, I'm 15. It's still in the chapter book as well. Might as well read, okay? Okay. Learning to... Where was I? Oh, yeah, right here. Now I am 10. Learning to embroider circular stitches to calculate fractions into percentages to nourish my papaya tree to bear many fruits. But last night I pouted when Mother insisted one of my brothers must rise first this morning to bless our house because only male feet can bring luck. An old angry knot expanded in my throat. I decided to take before dawn and tap my big toe to the tile floor first. Not even Mother, sleeping beside me, knew. February 11th, Tet. Inside Out, just like in the movie called the Disney Pixar movie, called Inside Out. For both movies, including Inside Out 1 and Inside Out 2. But let's continue with the story, okay? So every New Year, Mother visits the one Chang teller of fate. This year, he predicts our lives will twist inside out. Maybe soldiers will no longer patrol our neighborhood. Maybe I can jump rope after dark. Maybe the whistles that tell Mother to push us under the bed will stop screeching. But I heard on the playground this year's Bamb Chung eaten only during Tet. Will be smeared in blood. That's really bad. Bad. The war is coming closer to home. Is this February 12th? Yeah. Kim Ha. My name is Ha. Brother Kwong remembers I was as red and fat as a baby hippopotamus when he first saw me, inspiring the name Ha Ma, river horse. Brother Vu screams Ha-ya and makes me jump every time he breaks wood or bricks in imitation of Bruce Lee or whatever. Brother Koi calls me Mother's tail because I'm always 3 steps from her. I can't make my brothers go live somewhere, but I can hide their sandals. We each have but 1 pair, much needed during this dry season when the earth streams. Mother tells me to ignore my brothers. We named you Kim Ha, after the golden Kim River Ha, where Father and I once strolled in the evenings. My parents had no idea what 3 older brothers can do to the simple name Ha. Mother tells me they tease you because they adore you. She's wrong, but I still love being near her even more than I love my papaya tree. And I will offer her its first fruit every day. Papaya tree. It grew from a seed I flicked into the back garden, a seed like a fisheye, slippery, shiny black. The tree has grown twice as tall as I stand on tippy toes. But Brother Koi spotted the first white blossom. 4 years older, he can see higher. Brother View later found a baby papaya the size of a fist clinging to the trunk. And, where was that? Yeah, right here. At 18, he can see that much higher. Brother Kwong is oldest, 21, and studying engineering. Like going to college, you know. Who knows what he will notice before me? I vow to rise first every morning to stare at the dew on the green fruit, shaped like a light bulb. Like in the lights, as you see. And I will be the first to witness its ripening. That's mid-February. TT waves goodbye. My best friend TT is crying hard, knotting the hem of her pink fluffy blouse. I love the pink fluffy blouse. Her two brothers also are sniffling inside their car packed to the roof with suitcases. TT shows into my hand a tin of flower seeds we gathered last fall. We hoped to plant them together. She waves from the back window of their rabbit-shaped car. Her tears mix with long strands of hair. Long hair I wish I had. I would still be standing there crying and waving to nothing if Brother Koi hadn't come to take my hand. They're heading to Vung Tau, he says, where the rich go to flee, and Vietnam on cruise ships. I'm glad we've become poor so we can stay early March. Missing in action. Father left home on a Navy mission on this day 9 years ago when I was almost 1. He was captured on Route 1 on an hour. He was captured on Route 1 an hour south of the city by Moped. That's all we know. This day, Mother prepares an altar to chant for his return, offering fruit, incense, tube roses, and glutinous rice. She displays his portrait taken during Tet, the year he disappeared. Oh dear. You know what? How peaceful he looks, smiling, peacock tails at the corners of his eyes. Each of us bows and wishes and hopes and prays. Everything on the altar remains for the day except the portrait. Mother locks it away as soon as her chant ends. She cannot bear to look into Father's forever young eyes. March 10th. Ooh, this one's my favorite. Mother's Days. On weekdays, Mother's secretary in a Navy office trusted to count out salaries in cash and at the end of each month. At night, she stays up late designing and cutting baby clothes to give to seamstresses. A few years ago, she made enough money to consider buying a car. On weekends, she takes me to market stalls, dropping off the clothes and trying to collect on last week's goods. Hardly anyone buys anymore, she says. People can barely afford food. Still, she continues to try. March 15th. Eggs. Brother Koi is mad at Mother for taking his hen's eggs. The hen gives 1 egg every day and a half. We take turns eating them. Brother Koi refuses to eat his, putting each under a lamp in hopes of a chick. I should side with my most tolerable brother. But I love a soft yolk to dip bread. Mother says, if the price of eggs were not the price of rice, and the price of rice were not the price of gasoline, and the price of gasoline were not the price of gold, then of course Brother Koi could continue hatching eggs. She's sorry. March 17th. Ooh, it's St. Patrick's Day, but not yet. Current news. Every Friday in Mrs. Xing's class, we talk about current news. But when we keep talking about how close the communists have gotten to Saigon, how much prices have gone up since American soldiers left, How many distant bombs were heard the previous night? Mrs. Zing finally says, "No more. From now on Fridays will be for happy news. No one has anything to say. March 21st. Feel smart. This year I have afternoon classes plus Saturdays we attend in shifts so everyone can fit into school. Mornings free. Mother trusts me to shop at the open market. Last September, she would give me 50 dong to buy 100 grams of pork, a bushel of water spinach, and what was that called again? Yeah, right. 5 cubes of tofu. But I told no one I was buying 99 grams of pork, 78ths of a bushel of spinach, 4 3/4 cubes of tofu. Merchants frowned at Mother's strange instructions. The money saved bought a pouch of toasted coconut, 1 sugary fried dough, and 2 crunchy mung bean cookies. Now it takes 200 dong to buy the same things. I still buy less pork, allowing myself just the fried dough. No one knows and I feel smart. Late March. 2 more papayas. I see them first. 2 green thumbs that will grow into orange-yellow delights, smelling of summer. Middle sweet between a mango and a pear. Soft as a yam, gliding down after 3 easy, thrilling chews. April 5th. Unknown fodder. I don't know any more about fodder than the small things Mother let slip. He loved stewed eels. He loved stewed eels. Pate shod pastries. I love pastries, and of course his children. So much that he grew teary, watching us sleep. He hated the afternoon sun and he hated the afternoon sun, the color brown and cold rice. But I love brown dough. It's my favorite color. Even my eyes are brown. Look. Brother Kwong remembers father often said, "Tu yet sut," the Vietnamese way, Vietnam, to pronounce the French phrase "tout de suite," meaning right away. Mother would laugh when father followed her around the kitchen, repeating, "I'm starved for stewed eel. Tu yet sut. Sometimes I whispered "tu yet sut" to myself to pretend I know him. I would never say "tu yet sut" in front of Mother. None of us would want to make her sadder than she already is. Every day. TV news. Brother Kwong races home from class, throws down his bicycle, exhausted, no longer able to afford gasoline for his moped. Unbelievable, he screams and turns on the TV. Pilot of South Vietnam bombed the presidential palace downtown that afternoon. After the pilot flew north and received a medal, the news says the pilot has been a spy. For years, the communists captured fodder, so why would any pilot choose their side? Brother Kwong says, one cannot justify war unless each side flaunts its own blind conviction. Since starting college, he shows off even more with tangled words. I start to say so, but Mother pats my hand, her signal for me to calm down. April 8th. Birthday. I love birthday. I, the youngest, get to celebrate my actual birthday even though I turned a year older like everyone else at 10th. I, the only daughter, usually get roasted chicken, dried bamboo, soup, and all I can eat pudding. That's my favorite, pudding, and soup, and chicken. This year, Mother manages only banana, tapioca, and my favorite, black sesame candy. I love sweet candy. And she makes up for it by allowing one wish. I dye my mouth sugary black and insist on stories. I love black. It's my favorite color ever. It's not easy to persuade Mother to tell of her girlhood in the north when her grandmother's land stretched farther than doves could fly. We're looking pretty, and writing poetry were her only duties. She was promised to father at 5, been married at 16, earlier than expected, or than she expected, or than she had expected, or than she'd expected, or whatever it is. It's either. Everyone's future changed upon learning the same Ho Chi Minh. Change meant land was taken away. Houses now belonged to the state. Servants gained power as fighters. The country divided in half. Mother and father came south, convinced it would be easier to breathe away from communism. Her father was to follow, but he was waiting for his son, who was waiting for his wife, who was waiting to deliver a child in it last week in her belly. The same week, North and South closed their doors. No more migration, no more letters, no more family. At this point, Mother closed her eyes that resemble no one else's, sunken and deep like Westerners, yet almost shaped like ours. I always wish for her eyes, but Mother says no. Eyes like hers can't help but carry sadness. Even as a child, her parents were alarmed by the weight in her eyes. I want to hear more, but nothing, not even my pouts, can make Mother open her eyes and tell more. Birthday wishes. Wishes I keep to myself. Wish I could do what boys do and let the sun darken my skin and scars grade my knees. Wish I could let my hair grow, but Mother says the shorter the better to beat Saigon's heat and lease. Wish I could lose my chubby cheeks, but I never lose my chubby cheeks. Wish I could stay calm, no matter what my brother says. Wish Mother would stop chiding me to stay calm, which makes it worse. Wish I had a sister to jump rope with and sew doll clothes and hug for warmth in the middle of the night. Wish father would come home so I can stop daydreaming that he will appear in my classroom in a white navy uniform and extend his hand toward me for all my classmates to see. Mostly I wish father would appear in our doorway and make Mother's lips curl upward, lifting them from a permanent frown of worries. April 10th night. A day downtown. Every spring, President Fayu holds a long ceremony to convert war wives. Mother and I go because after President Fayu's talk of winning the war, of democracy, of our father's bravery, each family gets 5 kilos of sugar, 5 kilos of sugar, 10 kilos of rice, and a small jug of vegetable oil. Inside the cyclo, Mother crosses her legs so I can fit beside her. The breeze still cold. We bounce across the bridge, shaped like a crescent moon, where I'm not to go by myself. Mother smells of lavender and warmth. She's so beautiful, even if her cheeks are too hollow. Her mouth is her mouth too dark with worries. Despite warnings, I still want her sunken eyes. Before I see it, I hear downtown, thick with beeps, shouts, police whistles everywhere. Moped and bicycles race down the wide road, moving out of the way only when a truck honks and moans straight down the middle of the lane. We get out in front of an open market. We push our way to a Guan stand. I love watching the spread of rice flour on cloth, stretched over a steaming pot. Like magic, a crepe forms to be filled with shrimp and eaten with cucumber and bean sprouts. I love bean sprouts. Oh, I love that. And it tastes even better than it looks. While my mouth is full, the noises of the market silence themselves, letting me and my Quan float. We squeeze ourselves out of the market toward the presidential palace. We stand in line for even longer. We sit on hot metal benches facing the podium. My white cotton hat and Mother's flowery umbrella are nothing against the afternoon sun. Shooting rays into my short hair. I'm dizzy and thirsty. The fish sauce in the Quan was very salty. Mother gives me a tamarind candy. I love candy. I have never been so thrilled to drink my saliva. Saliva's gross. Finally, President Phil appears, tan and sweaty. We know you have suffered. I thank you. Your country thanks you. Then he cries actual tears, unwiped, facing the camera. Mother clicks her tongue. Tears of an ugly fish. I know that to mean fake tears of a crocodile, April 12th. Twisting. Mother measures rice grains left in the bin, not enough to last till payday at the end of the month. Her brow twists like laundry being wrung dry. Oh, sorry if I have a runny nose. Sorry about my nose. Stop the nose. It's just that I have a runny nose. I hope I'm not sick. Yam and manioc taste lovely blended with rice, she says, and smiles as if I don't know how the poor fill their children's bellies. Closed too soon. A siren screams over Mrs. Zing's voice in the middle of a lesson on smiley and bald President Ford. We all know it's bad news. School's now closed. Everyone must go home. A month too soon. I'm mad and pinch the girl who shares my desk. Tram is half my size, so skinny and nervous. Our mothers are friends. She will tell on me. She always tells on me. Mother will again scold me to be gentle. I need time to finish this riddle. A man usually rides his bike 9 kilometers or whatever per hour. Yet the wind slows him to 6.76 kilometers or whatever, 26 minutes and 5.55 kilometers or kilometers or whatever for 10. How long until he gets home? How long until he gets home? 11.54 kilometers or kilometers or whatever away. The first to solve it gets the sweet potato plant. I love sweet potato sprouting at the window. I want to plant it beside my papaya tree where vines can climb and shade ripening fruit. Again, I pinch Tram, knowing the plant will be awarded today to the teacher's pet. Who is always skinny and nervous and never me. April 14th. Promises for five papayas, five papayas the sizes of my head. I need 2 elbows and a thumb cling to the trunk. Still green but promising. April 15th. Oh, this book is not too bad. I bought it in the morning at school. Bridge to the Sea. Uncle Sam, father's best friend, visits us. He's short, dark, and smiley, not tall, thin, and serious, like father in photographs. Still, when classmates ask about my father, sometimes short and smiley come to mind before I can stop it. Uncle's son goes straight to the kitchen, where the back door opens into an alley. Unbelievable luck! This door bypasses the Navy checkpoint and leads straight to the port. I will not risk fleeing with my children on a rickety boat. Would a Navy ship meet your approval? As if the Navy would abandon its country? There won't be a South Vietnam left to abandon. You really believe we can leave? When the time comes, this house is our bridge to the sea, April 16th. This is a lot of hard work, you guys. Should we? Well, Mother calls a family meeting. Ong Zon has sold Leaves of Gold to buy 12 airplane tickets. Ba Nam has a van ready to load 25 relatives toward the coast. Mother asks us, should we leave our home? Brother Kwang says, how can we scramble away like rats without honor, without dignity, when everyone must help rebuild the country? Brother Koi says, what if father comes home and finds his family gone? Brother View says, yes, we must go. Everyone knows he dreams of touching the same ground where Bruce Lee walked. Mother twists her brows. I lived in the north. At first not much will happen, then suddenly Kwang will be asked to leave college. Ha will come home chanting the slogan of Ho Chi Minh. And Koi will be rewarded for reporting to his teacher everything we say in the house. Her brows twist so much we hush. Hush. Shh. Before Brother Koi shakes me before dawn, I follow him to the back garden. In his palm chirps a downy yellow fuzz just hatched. Will it be a baby chick or something? But I don't know yet, but we might find out, okay? Okay, kids, you ready? Yeah. He presses his palm against my squeal. No matter what Mother decides, we are not to leave. I must protect my chick, and you, your papayas. He holds out his pinky and stares until I extend mine and we hug. I love pinky. He holds out his pinky. Yep, I said it. Quiet decision. Dinner time, I help Mother peel sweet potato to stretch the rice. I start to chop off a potato's end as wide as a thumbnail, then decide to slice off only a silver, just like a fish in a tree. I am proud of my ability to save until I see tears in Mother's deep eyes. Similar Ben. Dolly Parton. Who's Dolly Parton? You deserve to grow up where you don't worry about saving half a bite of sweet potato. Early monsoon. We pretend the monsoon has come early. In this distance, bombs explode like thunder, slashes light in the sky. Gunfire falls like rain. Distant, but yet within ears, within eyes, and not that far away after all. The president resigns. On TV, President View looks sad and yellow. What has happened to his tan? His eyes brim with tears. This time they look real. I can no longer be your president, but I will never leave my people or our country. Mother lifts one brow. What she does think when she thinks I'm lying. What she does when she thinks I'm lying. Watch over us. Uncle Son returns and tells us to be ready, to leave any day. Don't tell anyone, or all of Saigon will storm the port. We gotta stop, you guys, because it's getting late.